do not go down something like this. Yes or no? Oh, it's my first day at the skate park. All right, guys, it's your very, very first time at the skate park and you just got aboard and you're here ready to roll. So I'm gonna go through everything in this park and I'm gonna tell you what you should do and what you absolutely better not do as a beginner. So first things first, you got your board, you're rolling around. You first wanna isolate, all right, where am I gonna skate? You can see all these banks, transitions like this. So the first thing, this is an absolute not. Do not do this. Do not just go up to one of these ramps and you see all the people, other people skating. Do not put your board there and drop in. Don't do that. That single thing right there has ended more skateboarding careers than anything else. Because you think, wow, that's super simple. Oh, you just roll right in. But you know how many people will go like this? They put their board on there and then they try to drop in, they get scared, they lean back, and then right here, they fall back, slam! Broken arm, broken wrist, go to the hospital, and then their mom is like, you're never skating again. Or if you're older, like me, in your 41s, your mom doesn't tell you what to do anymore, but you decide, I am not gonna do that again, it's way too hard. Similarly, a bank like this. This is another thing that people do. And before we even get into this video, I should say, if you're a brand new skater at the skate park, helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards. We have a really good best beginner complete setup that includes the helmet and everything you need as a brand new skater. But even then, do not go down something like this. Don't do that. So we started out with 2 don'ts. But Aaron, what should we do? Yeah, great question. As I almost fall right there. You're gonna find a spot like this. Nice and flat. And for all the people in the comments that are gonna say, but Aaron, I don't have any flat spots in my entire town. No way. If you have 0 flat spots, you can literally take a piece of plywood and sit it down and start pushing and learn some flat ground tricks without moving. But here's where you wanna start. You wanna get a flat ground spot just like this. Figure out which way you ride, first things first. If you're gonna run and slide, is it your right foot forward or your left foot forward? Figure out which one is the most comfortable. Put that front foot on the board, give it a push, and just ride. And you're gonna wanna spend a lot of time just riding. I actually developed an entire system, Skateboarding Made Simple Volume 0, which is available for free at brailleskateboarding.com, which will take you through all of these beginner tricks. And you're gonna wanna just stay where it's flat. Stay where it's flat and roll around. You can learn to turn, go around obstacles and various things like that. And then once you're super comfortable, like on your first day of skating, your first day at the park, don't even touch an obstacle. Like this is my best advice I can give you. But I am gonna go through all the obstacles and tell you like, yes or no. Even though I kind of just told you only skate on flat. But once you're feeling comfortable and confident, go to a bank like this. Actually, even better. So first, look around and see what's the most mellow, the absolute most mellow possible bank that could exist. This one, okay, it's a little steep. So we're gonna go down, we're gonna go to this guy down here, the absolute most mellowest bank that could exist. And this is where you're gonna start. You really wanna start at the very, very bottom down here. This right here. This bank is like, I mean, it's a bank. You can roll up and your board will stop and you'll go down, but it is nothing compared to a transition like this or compared to a transition bank like this. You see the difference there? It's all in the speed. Because when you're brand new on your skateboard, you're not going to be comfortable rolling with a lot of speed. So you have to have a system where you build up how comfortable you can get on the skateboard so that then you can take it to the obstacles, right? Okay, so right here, we got a bank. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna push up to this and you're gonna bend your knees. Bend your knees, bend at the hip, have your arms out and brace. And you're just gonna go up it a little bit, just practice. Just a little tiny bit, oh, up, down, And as a brand new skater with your helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, everything, you might literally go this far and then be like, "Wah!" and fall off. But I bet you can do that. And then next thing you're gonna do is a kick turn on that bank. You're gonna roll up, turn your upper body, head and shoulders, and then your feet. So roll up first, upper body goes first, then your feet second. Up, hips turn, upper body, head and shoulders, feet down. And get comfortable with that. And the more comfortable you get, the higher you can go and the better you can turn. If doing a full 180 like this is too much, you can break it up and do it in little segments, which I'll show you. You can go up and just give it a little turns. And how you're gonna practice that on the flat is just like this, just literally standing still, pressure on your back foot, lift up your front foot, and turn. It's always your upper body turning first, head and shoulders, then your feet, even in the little increments. And then when you're feeling confident, you take that to the bank. Bada boom, bada bing. And again. And then eventually you're gonna build yourself up to where you can do it in one rotation. And then when you get good at that, you wanna go the other direction, which is harder. So just so you know, this is called backside, a backside kick turn, like that. So I'm turning backside. And this is called front side. Front side. The derivation of front side and backside is the top of the obstacle, it's from surfing. The top of the wave. If I'm turning and the front of my body is to the top, that's front side. If I'm turning and the back of my body is to the top, that's backside. This is where backside and front side originated from, that's where it came from. So if you're a brand new skater and you go to the skate park and you get your kick turns down on a bank, you're stoked. You're absolutely stoked. Especially if you get both of them down both ways, like front side and backside. You're extra stoked. So then from there, you see the whole thing with skating is you're building muscle memory and you're building one trick on top of the next, on top of the next, on top of the next. If you go straight to the ramp and try and drop in on something like this, and you slam, oh, you're in the hospital, it's over. You're gonna play Skate 3 video games instead of skateboarding in real life. There's nothing wrong with Skate 3, we love Skate 3, but we also want you to skate in real life. Okay, so you got it down on the bank. Now you're gonna take it to a transition like this. This is a good show right here to see the difference. So a bank is flat, just like that. Now the transition has curvature to it. And this is a nice one. This is a good transition for beginners because you can see right here, it doesn't go straight up and down. If it does go straight up and down like that, that's where we call it vertical or vert ramp. So all vert ramps have a section where it is straight up and down. So it'll go up like that and then it will go straight up and down. Hence vert ramp, vertical. That's where vert skating comes from. So now you're gonna take an obstacle like this. Same thing. You're gonna roll up it and back. And you're really getting your legs used to how does that transition feel? How does it feel for me to just, this is called a roll to fakie. Roll to fakie. And then you can step off your board and give it a go again. Knees bent, hips bent, roll to fakie. Now you're feeling comfortable with that, you're gonna give it a little turn. Roll up, turn. Same thing you're doing on the bank. Same exact steps. I won't go over them all again because you already have them. You can do little steps. Remember, the number one key thing you guys need to know, keep those knees bent. Keep the knees bent. Small steps. And then eventually roll it into one smooth rotation, upper body first, then the feet. Bada boom, bada bing. So as a brand new skater, this is where you got. So now let's take a look at this. Should you, as a brand new skater, roll up to something like this? What do you think? You think you're like, oh, it's my first day at the skate park. Let me get on this. I mean, I've been skateboarding for 31 years and this scares the living bejesus out of me right now. So let's see, is this any vert at all? No, not really. Like maybe it's just here, like approaching where it would start going straight up and down. A real vert ramp could have anywhere from a foot to like 2 feet of straight up and down. But as a brand new skater, if you step up to this, you're gonna get so hurt. If you step up to this, you're also gonna get so hurt because you have not built up the abilities and the skills yet necessary to drop in and roll. You understand? Good. Another thing to be aware of as a brand new skater is where are the flows of the park? Like right here, this is perfect right now. And actually for the older skaters, 30 plus, 40 plus, you guys are getting out there having a great time. If you go early in the morning, likely there's gonna be nobody at the skate park. Sometimes there's nobody at the skate park all day. But for a spot like this, here we are, early in the morning, you don't really have to worry about it because I'm not gonna be like going here and somebody's gonna be dropping in there. But if they were, that's where we would get seriously hurt. You'd be rolling right here and then it'd be like, boom, you get nailed from the side and then you're injured, right? You wanna avoid that. Let's go check this out over here now. I think it's interesting to see the different obstacles and think like, oh, as a beginner, how could this improve your skills? Something like this, just like rolling up and down these banks. If it's your first day, don't do that. You're gonna get rocked. But you know, 5 days in, 10 days in, you might feel comfortable enough to start on something like that and just take it low. Take it low, take it slow. Get your, we'll call it, get your sea legs. Get your feet ready to how that transition is gonna feel. Do some kick turns, roll around. So yeah, that whole idea here behind getting good or getting used to any skate park is that you're building up your abilities one on top of the next on top of the next. So, you know, pick an obstacle, roll around it. And the great thing about having a local skate park is you can just spend as much time there as you can and you get to know every nook and cranny. You get to know how the transition feels every day and you get very used to it and it becomes a second nature thing. That's where you say like, oh, he's the local. He's the skate park local. That means that the person skates there all the time. They know the spot really, really well, right? Okay, let's check out some of these other obstacles. This is a flat bar, nice thick, giant flat bar. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. If you're a brand new skater, you're not gonna step up to this. You're not gonna be doing any grinds or slides. So this, it's got kind of an interesting name. It's called a hubba. The history of the hubba comes from this spot in San Francisco, downtown San Francisco, where there was this giant ledge down the stairs. And it's kind of a interesting where the name came from, because hubba is a slang word for a street drug, the street drug called crack. And at this spot, there were a lot of people who were doing this drug, and so they named any ledge downstairs got named hubba. Because that spot was called hubba, they called it Hubba Hideout because it was where those people that were using those drugs went to hide out and use those drugs. Pretty intense, right? So it's funny that now any ledge downstairs at a skate park is called a hubba. So that's that derivation. Now, this right here is just like the most insane setup ever. First of all, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stair. And that's how you count the stairs. You just count the steps. An 11 stair with very little runway and it goes down. One thing that makes skating stairs so hard is the run up. If the run up is slanted down, that is just deadly. This setup right here is so deadly. As a beginner, do not touch the stairs. Do not think about it. I don't care if it's a 2 stair. If it's a 1 stair and it's just a curb and you want to get comfortable rolling off the curb, that's fine. Anything bigger than a 1 stair, don't do it until you get more comfortable on your board. And you're gonna stay as far away as you can from the hubba, obviously. Again, I think that's very self-explanatory. We got this bank, that's pretty cool. When you're feeling really, really, really confident, you could roll in on something like this, but again, it's gonna be super sketchy, super dangerous for a beginner. But one thing that I do wanna show you up here, man, these ledges are good. This is actually pretty sick right here, because you can roll in there, get speed, and then hit the bump to ledge. But again, this is more advanced. This is not skate park for intermediate skaters. This is beginning skater skate park. And also this is like a small, very long hubba. Super fun. Okay, not on your first day, but once you get more genned in and you're riding the skate park and you're feeling really good about it and you're feeling confident on your board and you're ready to drop in, find the smallest possible drop in that there is in the park. Do not step to the big one or you will get rocked. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you roll straight into the skate park, this is your first day, this is your first and last day. So don't do that, get very comfortable. But as a beginner, these little bowls are a good place to learn. Especially something like this because the transition is very mellow. Okay, so that's your beginning skate park basic tutorial. Start on flat, start out slow, build yourself up, make sure you're wearing the helmet, elbow pads, wrist guards, knee pads, anything you need to make sure that you are safe, comfortable, and you can learn at your own pace. Skateboarding is super fun, skate parks are a great place to learn, and skate parks are an awesome place to go and have fun. So you guys, get your board, get out there and have a blast. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment below, and you, yes you, learn to ride a skateboard. We got everything you need at BrailleSkateboarding.com.